Good afternoon, internet people. It is a warm, sunny day in Southern California. It's a far cry from what it was this morning at 4 a.m. I recorded a whole thing, and it was incredibly foggy, and I figured, maybe I should publish a video that you can actually see. So we decided to forego most of that video. I will say that it was quite foggy, and I had a pucker moment when I locked the rear tire up. Ooh, almost died. This is the next to last ride before the Cannonball. Rode to work this morning, a ride home. So that's 106 miles. And then I'll do another 60 this Saturday, I think, early in the morning, before I have to do all my other things that I have to do before the Cannonball. And then I'll go home and I'll change the oil and spoon on some other tires and the spares anyway. And we'll be about done. I got notification that my tire pressure sensors should be here tomorrow. Fuel pump that I ordered because someone suggested I should buy one in the comments, and it wasn't the first person to suggest maybe I should get a fuel pump. So I decided to go ahead and buy a fuel pump. Partzilla says that's supposed to ship on Friday. I should get that next week. I ordered a lumbar pillow for the van because every time I drive that van, it skills my back, and then I forget to buy a lumbar pillow. But I remembered last night we were out running errands and got home real late, but I managed to order a lumbar pillow. I managed to squeeze a little bit more space for my turn signal. Somebody in the comments has suggested that I switch the mirror with the switchgear, and I was all about to do that until I realized that I had to take the mirror. Doesn't just come off, you have to slide it off the bar end. And that would require me to take the bark busters off, bark busters and the switchgear and everything off. And I just don't have the energy for that right now. And so they stay where they are. I watched Quasi's 20 days till Cannonball video, and he's getting better gas mileage than I am on his 150. That upsets me a little bit. I'm shooting for, I said 95 and then I said 90. Now I'm thinking for 80. I'm thinking 80. So 80 miles per gallon, 5 gallons of fuel, that's 400 miles. That's a good amount. With a 0.4 gallon buffer, because I have a 1.4 gallon tank. That should be plenty. So now I'm looking at, oh, I went the other direction. I know. I went the way I knew I was going. not the way the GPS track wanted me to go. But we'll get there. It's the same place. We'll get to Foothill sooner or later. I am tired. I got up at 3:30 again to come to work. Got to work at 5:51. It is now 3:28 p.m. Long day. I think I will be driving the car to work tomorrow. The DMV finally cashed my check. Therefore, airplane, woo, airplane. Therefore, I am one step closer to the Goldwing being legal again. I'm gonna loosen the chin strap on this helmet a little bit, it's digging into my throat. One step closer to being legal. I talked a lot this morning, but again, that video was just so dark and rainy and cold. I'm just trying to see the road. My new goal is to not wreck Booger before the Cannonball. Baby steps. So not wreck Booger during the Cannonball, but the step before that is not wreck Booger before the Cannonball. There is not enough time to fix that before the Cannonball. I'm not away from the track, I'm coming to the track. I'm coming to the track. I decided to wear different boots to the Cannonball. I have a pair of Nick Station boots. Side zip station boots that they didn't sell very long, and it took me 7 months to get. And they have water repellent leather, which I like. But the heel's not very tall, and I get some ankle discomfort using the heel toe shifter. So I went back to my Nick's Builder Pros with the regular normal tall heel, and my ankle feels a lot better shifting. I'm just finding all these little annoyances and discomforts that are going to drive me crazy. When I rode the 500-ish miles the last time, I didn't notice the heel or the ankle being an issue, but I'm feeling it now. In order to solve that, different boots were required. People at work asked me about the Care Bear, like, why do I have a Care Bear? And I feel like that's self-explanatory. Doesn't everybody need a Care Bear? I don't really have too much more to say. I talked all morning, and I don't remember what I said. I used up all my wordy bits this morning in the rain. Can you hear the lady in my ear? I don't know if you can hear her. That's the tablet lady. I'm going to revise my average speed for this trip too. I'm thinking, I was originally targeting 40, and it's still my target, but I don't know how likely it is to reach that. I'm thinking it's more likely because the stops, even at red lights and stop signs and traffic. I'm thinking more realistically it's 36. Oh, is there a crunchy crunch? No? Maybe. I don't know what's happening. There's no reason for this. Oh, it is a crunchy crunch. It is a crunchy crunch. Hope everybody's okay. Motorcycle. Oh, yeah. Somebody hit a motorcycle. I had to stop, but the cops are there and everybody's there. Nothing I can do. 36 miles a gallon or hour. 36 miles per hour is not great. It's not great at all. Not even a little bit. And the longest day, which I believe is going to be the hottest day as well, is 575 miles. And that's a good 16 plus hour day. Something I'm not super interested in doing, so we will have to reevaluate said bonus points on that day. If I am not in the running for doing particularly well, we might have to forego the bonus points. We might have to forego the bonus points anyway if my brain and my butt don't like it. Screw it, we'll just go through. I'm tired of waiting for these people. I'll be here all day. Oh, I was in second gear. I'm gonna pay for that. Oh, that's a real biker with his vroom vrooms. I don't have vroom vrooms. I have putt putts. Doesn't know how to shift though. You gotta go back to shifting school. Gotta bring sunblock too. I forgot to pack all kinds of things, or I forgot to put... Okay, so since I didn't tell you about all this, because I said it this morning, and you're not going to watch that video. Lady, stop talking in my ears. Alright, so yesterday I've been getting up super early. Monday I woke up at 3:30 to do my ride. Wish I did. I was already awake really, so I figured why not. I have a hard time sleeping when I'm going to get up and ride in the morning anyway. Just too dang excited. And yesterday I decided I'm going to sleep in. I'm going to sleep in till, I don't know, 6:15. Sometime later than normal. And I still woke up at 5, but instead of being rested, I had a full-on anxiety time, thinking about all the things that still need to be done for the Cannonball. The bike is done. I gotta pack the tools again. I packed them and unpacked them. I gotta pack them again. Van is done, except for 2 little things. But all the other things are not done, and that is becoming abundantly apparent with 2 weeks from today leaving for Seaside. I made lists. I made lists of packing, lists of lists I need to make, taking 2 backpacks, one with electronics and computers. I gotta bring 2 computers because the power distribution on this does not like my Apple computer, my MacBook. And I'm bringing a dedicated computer just to program the row in the event the row has a problem, which could happen. And then I'm bringing my MacBook to do the tracks because we won't actually get the route until Friday morning and we leave on Sunday. So I'm bringing the 2 laptops, a bunch of power banks to power the camera that you are watching right now, and a bunch of other things that are electronic related, chargers and whatnot, although everything on the bike is charging as we speak. And I have on me, I have extra USB cables in case some of the electronics goes out. But then I was thinking this morning, if the electronics stopped charging, what would make you think that my USB ports would still work? One USB hub is not connected to the row. It's wired in with the headlight. So if I have power to the headlight, I'll have at least 2 USB ports to use. And all I really needed is for the GPS. Well, that's really it, the GPS. And that has its own battery. Gives me some buffer. The other backpack that I'm taking is the one that I'm riding with. The backpack that I had and I was going to take interfered with the backrest. And I'm not using that, even though I like it a lot because it's a hiking backpack. I hear woos, but I don't see them. Coming up behind me? I don't know where he is. Oh, he's over there. Okay. Where was I? Oh, the backpack. The backpack that I was using on the last couple of trips interferes with the backrest. It's a hiking backpack. It has internal bracing, so there's really no weight on your back, but it's too long and I keep bumping into the backrest. I went to REI Monday. Yeah, I went to REI Monday and got a smaller backpack that it's not quite as long, that doesn't interfere and will still carry my 100 ounces of water. And then I figure I have to put a bunch of stuff in there too, so I've got a couple hand tools. I think I went over this already. Some hand tools, some extra gloves, earplugs, zip ties, maybe some gaffer tape, mid layer in case it get chilly. Right now I got my work backpack on. It's got a laptop and stuff in it. And then I had to make a list of what needs to go into the arrow stitch. And I'm sure this lady talking is annoying you. She's annoying me as well. Let's just turn her down. Okay, this should be better. You might not be able to hear it now. So I gotta figure out what's going in my suitcase. The whole reason I started talking about this just now is that I realized this morning or last night that I forgot to put earplugs on my list. It's pretty important. Earplugs are pretty important. I got my earplugs out of my cabinet and put them on top of the toolbox so I won't forget them. I also forgot to put on my list my catheters because I will be running a catheter. I don't want to have to find a bush to pee in or waste time at a gas station going to the bathroom at some dirty gas station bathroom, although I've been in some pretty nice gas stations. It's just easier to pee where I want. And that's what I'm going to do. Because I got a catheter. Why make things harder than they need to be? But I did forget completely sunblock. I need sunblock because I can't tell if sun is beating on my neck right now. It might, and I burn easy. I burn real easy. And I don't want to burn, and I'll need to bring some sunblock. I hate sunblock. I don't like the smell, I don't like how it feels. I don't like anything about sunblock. But I do not like being burned either. Still need to buy some sunblock. It might be the last thing to buy before this trip. The most important thing, I bought a whole big bottle of Aleve, because I know I'm going to need that. I don't see a lot of Caprices anymore. Is this how you be a moto vlogger? You just ramble at the camera? It's not that hard. I don't do it very often. Maybe I should do it more. Nobody else wants to hear me ramble. Everybody in my life is so tired of me talking about this Cannonball. It's been a year of talking about it. I don't think I ever mentioned it to people before. Since I registered, it's all I've been talking about. Very one note in the personality. I was looking at the finishers for the last few Cannonballs, trying to figure out where I have potentially land on this one. It really depends on who's going to have mechanical issues, who's going to have tire issues, how hot it is, what my drive to finish is. I'm not a good road trip taker. I want to get where I'm going. I don't want to look around. I don't want to do any of that, which is why this is the best trip for me. Because I am forced to be slow on this. And I don't care about things, but I got to take pictures of things. But I'll be forced to see America at 40-ish miles an hour. And there's worse ways to spend your summer vacation. Forced to sightsee because you're slow. A fifth gear! That's all I want is a fifth gear. Probably never use it, but that's what I want. For Christmas, I want a fifth gear. Can somebody give me that for Christmas? I am forever trying to shift into fifth gear, and if I had a fifth gear, I'd probably be trying to shift into sixth gear. 2 of my 3 bikes that I currently own are 4-speed. You'd think I would get more used to that. The other one is a 7, so I am full of weird transmission motorcycles. Yeah, well, he's going fast enough. We're going to go faster. Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom. Really, I've got to get out of the lane splitting habit. Because where we're going, they don't lane split. And even if they kind of do, they're going to want some out-of-state plate guy doing it. You'll notice the front end of Booger is a little pogo sticky. I did not change the suspension. There's a lot of weight over the front. I didn't change the rear suspension either, but the preload is fine on these. The ones that you can adjust the preload, I just crank them up all the way. Might be a little stiff actually, but when I'm running 4 full gallons on the back, I want that. I want that preload. I'm thinking about 2027 without even having done 2025 yet. And so Vespa Motorsports in San Diego has a leftover 2023 Primavera 155, which I love very much. It's on sale. But there's a couple issues. One, I don't have an extra scooter amount of money hanging around. I spent that much in the last month just trying to get odds and ends done for the Cannonball. The other thing is I haven't run the Cannonball yet, so I haven't experienced the disaster that is Cannonball. Come on, come on, come on. And I have my Ural for sale already. Somebody buy my Ural. I'll give you a good deal for me. It won't be a good deal for you, but I'll give you a good deal for me. Only like 2,000 and some odd miles. I can't get Jimmy to ride in it, and so it's got to go. Takes up a lot of space. It's heavy. I never really got that comfortable riding it. I've got the Ural, 3 spare tires, a bunch of tubes, windscreen for the passenger, bunch of parts and things, oil. So buy it. Buy it now. Please. I looked up today, I was going to go to the barber shop and get my beard trimmed for the first time in 5 years. But the one I wanted to go to is booked until a time that I can't go. I guess I'm going to have to stay looking homeless at the Cannonball. Or find another place. But I wanted to go to this place. Maybe I'll call them, see if they can fit me in. They mostly have openings Wednesday and Thursday, and I can't do Wednesday and Thursday because I'm in Pomona, which is 50 miles away from the barber. Should have planned that better because my mustache is getting a little annoying. Not trimming for 5 years will do that. Mexican, seafood. Is seafood one word? And what's with the comma? Are they not Mexican? Mexican and seafood? But not seafood? The seafood? But seafood? I'm confused. I am delusional from lack of sleep. You get like 6 hours a night now. So you do it for Cannonball prep. At least that's my prep. Who needs to ride a bunch? You just don't sleep and get up early. Procrastinate a bunch. Be cold, be hot. All that stuff. Looking at the weather. Man, it's going to be hot in Texas. Ridiculously hot. I am not looking forward to that part of it. Probably have to stop and get ice from my pockets, line my pockets with ice. Could put some ice in that rack in front of me, but I don't think it's I don't want to drip it on the motor. And that rack is only supposed to be good for 2 pounds. It's not much capacity. It's only like a quart of water. That's what I was going to put there. For backup water. 100 ounces wasn't enough. I haven't figured out how long my Camelback will last. Probably not very long. And it's not a Camelback. It's a Hydro something. I don't know. They're easier to clean. And they come in 100 ounces. And you just throw them in a... And you just throw them in a backpack that takes hydration bladders. I'm bringing two or three, because I expect, I was watching Johnny Powell in this old video from his recap of his 23 run. He's talking about how Camelback starts tasting funny after a while. And it's true. But you can resolve that by bringing more than one and swapping them out. If you got the space, why not? Oh, we got a lowrider. Welcome to Southern California. Another California staple, Volkswagen Beetle. Pretty good shape too. I'm not the only air-cooled thing on the road. I can't go as fast as him. We'll let him do his thing. I'm not waiting like Letty. Do your thing, bro. Do your thing. Hello, lady. She looked at me. Can we get through here? I don't know. It's pretty tight. We'll just stay here. I have smacked mirrors before, and I don't want to do it again. Love my mirrors, but they do make me very wide. And I don't want to fold them up because I never get them back to the position that I have them in before. And the Bark Busters are wide too. They don't really stick out much more than the Bark Busters. Not the ideal lane splitting machine. I do like seeing behind me. Might be my favorite thing. Well, we're about to go up this mountain, and you've seen me go up this mountain a couple times already. It's the main one, and if you want to watch that, you can go back and watch one of the other videos of me climbing the mountain. Hope you had fun today. I know I did, and I'm going to continue to have fun. And I think my next video is going to be maybe go over the tools I'm taking, maybe not. Hope you had a good day, good week, good year, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.